You know, I was going to buy a rye coat for this, but they've been out of stock now forever, and they're also too obnoxiously expensive. So I wanted to show you how to make a windshield for a microphone. This is an expensive stereo Audio-Technica microphone. Like the rye coat one, with the wind jammer, which is basically just a spherical orb that splits in two, is like $130, and they charge another $90 for this stuff that goes over top of that. So the total would be about $200. Now I have a couple of these. These are Rode blimps. These are for shotgun microphones. I'd actually have to take, these are made in Australia, by the way, made by Rode. I'd have to take this off, take it apart, and take my Rode NTG3, which is in there now, out of it to actually stick my Audio-Technica microphone in there. So let me show you this first. And you go to a fabric store and get this. The total on all of this is about $6. But if I were to choose the rye coat one, it'd be a hair over $220, which is ridiculous. So $5 in an hour to make versus $220. And you need to go to Hobby Lobby and a fabric store. Let me first show you this. This is not buckled down, so I could take this off of here. I have this really furry synthetic fabric. This is not real fur, it's synthetic. And I have these hook and loop straps about spaced about every 6 inches or so. I just cut a hole in the fabric and put these hook and loops in there like this. And this whole thing is cut into a circle. What you do is you just lay your fabric there. You find out where it needs to go. Let me take this off. It's nothing other than a really big circle, as you can see here. So here's what we have. And what this base is, you go to Hobby Lobby and get this for like $3, is this half styrofoam sphere. You're gonna drill a hole in the center of it to fit your microphone, yeah? Very, very lightweight. It doesn't weigh anything at all. This is just some copper wire, as you can see here as I go around, to act as the only thing you're doing for use outdoors. This is a ambient microphone for recording, is you're creating a dead air. I've actually already tested this with my air conditioning, one of my window unit air conditioning units on full blast, dead blank up against it, could not get any wind noise at all. So I created this metal copper. You could use copper, you could use any sort of wire that you have. You can go to Home Depot or whatever to get that. I have my microphone in here. It actually butts up against the base of the microphone. It just slips in and it slips right out just as easy. So it's extremely easy to take on and off. So you're looking at a loop, a copper wire. I have 2 copper rods here with a loop through it, like a needle loop that I pass this whole ring through. And it's extremely lightweight, and it works as good as a $200 rye coat does. It works also too as good as this blimp, depending on where you get them at, is about $300. It's also too a lot more lightweight than this. They call this the Rode blimp because it basically looks like a Zeppelin or a blimp. And of course, there's a nice Mogami gold cable that goes through the back of my shotgun. I don't want to take my shotgun microphone out of this, my Rode NTG3. I just don't. I have 2 of these blimps. The other one's occupied by a Sennheiser. I used to do a lot of microphone reviews years and years and years ago, so I actually know a lot about professional recording equipment and microphones. But why would I buy it? You know, I was altogether willing to buy it, but I mean, it's been out of stock now forever. It's like, why would I do that? I know perfectly well how to build one of these. It works exactly as well. It might not be pretty. However, once you put the furry fabric on it, right here, and of course I'm not going to tie it down since I've only got one hand free. Once you tie it down, it looks perfectly professional. This long strap here, actually once you fasten all of these to the base, see the base of this has, whoops, excuse me, hook and loops on the bottom that these tiny straps hook onto, right at the bottom. And this large strap, after you hook these tiny straps to the bottom, goes around the entire periphery of it just once to seal off any air infiltration from the bottom side. It works absolutely perfectly. I've made a few of these. I was lazy and I haven't made one of these in years. I've already got several for shotgun microphones and stuff, but just go to a fabric store in the Hobby Lobby, get you one of these, drill out a hole in the center for your microphone to fit into. What I also did is I actually chopped off the bottom 20% section of this sphere so that the microphone would sit there flush perfectly with enough room for the base of the mic clip to grab a hold of the mic. And I'm going to stick this not on this mic stand, since on the mic stand I don't really need it like that unless you're recording ambient street sounds or something. You plop this mic stand down out in the middle of somewhere, a field or whatnot, which is perfectly doable, but I'm going to already tested this on the end of a microphone boom pole. So anyway, save yourself $200 and build one yourself for $5. Here's what the inside of the fuzzy fabric looks like. And like I said, this stuff is like $10 a yard at a fabric store. But just get the furriest fabric that you could find, and this stuff is more furry than the professional Rode blimp, fake fur that's on the Rode blimp. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.